What's going on, guys and girls? It is Thursday, January 9th, and there's some interesting stuff happening today, so I thought I would switch the camera on and share it with you. Some of you may remember we purchased a piece of commercial land. I want to say, it's more than a year. It's been more than a year that we've had that land. But we purchased it with the hopes of building a warehouse on it, and it just didn't end up working out for us, which is why we purchased the new ranch that we've moved into already. So we have this piece of commercial land. We've cleared it out so that it's like nice and flat now, and we are trying to lease it out to another business that can use the land to make money with. So I advertised the piece of property on our local Craigslist, and we've had a few different people contact us, and I think we might have found someone who would be perfect for that piece of property. So today at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be meeting with this person to hopefully sign a lease and get them on the land. And then I'll talk about the specifics of the deal with you guys as well. I don't think we ever covered like how much we paid for the land. And then we'll talk about like how much we're leasing it out for, the return on investment and all of that good stuff as well. So that's later, that's in 2 hours. And I figured until then, I would go hit the thrift store because I don't really have anything else to do today. So I'm going to go run down and hit the thrift store, see if I can find anything. If I do happen to find stuff at the thrift store today, I'll probably just hold on to those items and include it in another one of those like cop at cost videos, because we're going to keep doing that series where anything we find at the thrift store we'll just lot up into a box and sell it to one of you guys for what we paid plus shipping. And again, we're doing that because we know a lot of you guys who watch our channel, you don't have the best thrift stores in your area. You're not able to find the same kind of inventory that we find here. And for us, we just love to thrift. We don't really need like the income from the stuff that we get from the thrift store. So we would rather like give it back to one of you guys who could use it. So that being said, let's go run to this, it's gonna be a Goodwill. So let's go run to this Goodwill, hit the thrift store, see if there's anything there. And then I need to go over to, I'm actually meeting them at the land. So run over there. I have a contract in place from our attorney already. So it all goes well, we'll get the contract signed and we can discuss the deal. All right, so I went to the Goodwill, and to be honest with you, there really wasn't much there. I looked through the shoes, I looked through the clothes, I looked through the electronics, and really I didn't find anything. And I also want to say, like, I am being very picky. We're only buying stuff that like we know would be good for us too. We're not going to buy stuff just to buy stuff to put in a box to send to somebody when we know that it's not going to sell very fast or for enough money. So that being said, I only purchased one thing, and it's this vest right here. I don't even know how to say the name of the brand. It's DOMKE, so Domk. I have no idea, but it is a heavy-duty photography vest. Lots of pockets, lots of zippers. It's like a safari style vest where you can like carry your lenses and your extra film or whatever you need, right? It does have some embroidery on the pocket here. It says Sony and then DSP cameras on this pocket. And then over here is the brand right there. DOMKE. And with tax, it came out to just over $14 for this vest. So it was quite expensive. But the reason I purchased it is because comps on it looked fairly decent. It looks like you should be able to get between like $40 to $50 for it. So I'm going to say $45 to be safe. There were some cheaper ones, but none of them that were this exact style. The ones that are this exact style were selling for close to $50. So I do think that it was a good buy even for $14, because if we do the math on it, let's see here. So like I said, I'm going to say $45 minus fees, 13%, 10% eBay, 3% PayPal, leaves us with $39.15. This will, it is heavy, but it should roll up and fit in a flat rate envelope. So let's go on the higher end and say $8, and then $14 cost of goods leaves you with $17.15 net profit, which I think is great. So anyway, that'll go into one of the cop at cost lots when we do that again. It's not going to be in this video, but in the future, we'll obviously need to find some more stuff at thrift stores. But that being said, guys, it is 2:25 now, and I'm going to head over to our commercial piece of property, and let's see if we can make a deal. So you can see this piece of land is on the corner of a really busy intersection right on like a major highway, US Highway 41. It gets a ton of traffic. Even right now, it's 3 p.m. At around like 5 p.m. when people start coming home from work. This southbound lane gets a ton of traffic. So it is a really good location. the person who wants to lease the space wants to put like a mobile tire shop in here. So because there's no like utilities and there's no building on the property, obviously, he says he has a trailer, like a mobile trailer that has everything to do tire sales and tire repairs and that type of stuff. So, and because it isn't already like an industrial area, the zoning allows for that. So I think that it could be a really good fit. I think that they should be able to make decent money from here too. So it is 3 p.m. right now and they haven't shown up yet. So hopefully they show up soon, but I'll keep you guys posted. All right, so it's 3:10. I sent the guy a message. We've been texting back and forth and he didn't respond. So let me give him a quick call, see what's going on here.
Hello?
Hi, this is Ryan. How are you? Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. Did you get my messages? We're supposed to be meeting today at 3.
Yeah, I've just kind of like been tied up, so I'm fixed to head that way. So I'm sorry. It's like it's been one of them days. I've had more customers in and out, people showing up left and right. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'll head that way right now.
How long are you going to be? Because I've been here since 3.
About 15 minutes.
Okay, I'll wait.
All right.
Not a good way to start. We'll see. I'm going to suss this guy out when he gets here. But making me wait half an hour past the meeting time is... I don't like that. 3:30. Where are you, guy? Come on. All right, it's 3:50. I'm gonna give this guy 10 more minutes. If he's not here by 4 o'clock, I'm out. That's, yeah. Well, that unfortunately was a huge waste of my time. You know, the sad part is this is the reason why people who start businesses fail, because they're lazy and inconsiderate of others. You know, I sat at that property for an hour past the time that we said we would meet up. You heard me. I talked to him on the phone at, what time did I call him? 3:11 I called him, and he said he would be there in 15 minutes. And then I called him again at 3:50. He picked up and said, all right, like he was still coming, and then hung up the phone and then texted me at 4, an hour past, and said, hey, I'm sorry for not being able to get there. If you have someone else who wants to go ahead and rent it, I'm at a stretch as far as I can go right now, I guess, and probably won't have time to do what needs to be done. So, I mean, I responded back like, hey, you could have told me that an hour ago. That would have been nice. It's just crazy, but I guess that's what you get sometimes with Craigslist. Anyway, luckily, I actually do have 2 other people who are interested in renting the land because it is such a good piece of property in such a good location. So I'm not too worried about getting it leased out. And I figured I could at least let you know like the specifics of the land so you can see what I'm trying to do with it. So like I said, we bought the land a while back, planning to build on it, but we never did build on it, and it's just a vacant piece of land. We did get it cleared. We paid $300 to just get it like cleared level. There's nothing on it. We didn't build on it because it's too expensive. It was going to cost us $100,000 just to bring the land up to code before we could put the building on it. So all in, it would have cost us probably $500,000 to build what we wanted to build on there. So instead of doing that, we went and bought the new Ralli Roots ranch and got more land and bigger buildings and blah, blah, blah. Just a better situation for us altogether. But anyway, so we have this piece of land. It's almost 10,000 square feet, so it's not very big, but it's in a decent location and it's big enough. So I put an ad out there telling people I think it would be a good place for like a car lot or a food truck, or like seasonal stuff like Christmas tree lot or fireworks stand or something like that. We had a few people reach out to us. This is the only guy who had something that was like ready to go. The other people had car lots, but they just weren't like ready to lease it yet. But I do think it would be a great place for like a small car lot. So we paid $53,000 for that piece of land, which I think is a really good deal if you look at the price of land around there. So $53,000, and we saw, so the actual sales date was 10/2/18. So like I said, just over a year. $53,000 after like all expenses and stuff. I would say we're probably into it for $55,000. Taxes on the property are super low. It's actually 2 plots of land. I think that the one plot of land, it's like a couple $100 a year, and then the other plot of land, it's like 100 and something. So call it $400 a year in taxes for both pieces of land that make up the lot, that the 9,000 square foot lot. And then rent wise, what we're asking is $600 a month. So $600 a month times 12 months. When we do get it leased out, it'll be a $7,200 a year cash flow property, minus taxes, let's say $400, so $6,800 a year cash flow property. If you divide $6,800 by the total sales price of, or including everything, so $55,000, and that's paid off, so we don't have any interest on that we're paying. So $6,800 divided by 55,000. So it would cash flow at just over 12% a year. So that's really what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get someone in there to get money back on our investment. And if we get someone in there who pays well and it works for them, that would be great. Because instead of like putting our money in a stock market or even like a high yield savings account at a couple percent, it makes way more sense to put it into the real estate investments and make 12% on our money a year. And really there's no maintenance for us because we put in the contract like that the renter is responsible for everything. And there's really not much to be responsible for anyway because it's just a piece of land. So anyway guys, that's the update on that piece of land. Sucks that this deal didn't go down, but I'm sure that there's somebody else just around the corner who could really benefit from it. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Sometimes things don't go exactly how we want them to go, but we just got to move on, you know? That's business. Like, stay positive, move on. The right person will come along, and all it was an hour out of my day that was wasted, which sucks, but whatever, it's part of business. I'm staying positive and moving on, so hit the thumbs up button on this video, guys. We'll have an update on our ranch as well, on the Ralli Roots ranch. It's looking awesome. The painting is almost done. Allie's redoing the bathrooms. We got all of our inventory almost organized, so we'll have an update for you guys soon, and maybe we can do like a full tour video. Let me know in the comments if you want us to do like a full tour of the completed warehouses. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Ralli Roots. Peace out. Bye.